What's up, Pandites? It's Peter Von Panda here. Wanted to show you a couple of wristwatches from Orient, and wanted to pull these out particularly because they've kind of regained some popularity. So these are two examples of the same model watch. They're Orient Titanium Slide Rule Automatics. You can't, they don't have a glass back, so you can't see the weight in them, but you can actually hear them. And I thought I'd tell you, give you my opinions on them because they have been coming up for sale on the secondhand market a little bit, and they are probably there. I noticed that they have been going for more than they were originally sold for. So these watches are about $300 new. They're all titanium construction. They have the release clasp on the back. The band itself is uniform, so it doesn't seem to taper at the top or the bottom. So they're nice straight lines, very geometric, a pretty modern design. This particular watch came in three face colors: the black here, the white, and also a gray, which I don't have. And so they're a little bit different. The black has yellow highlights, and the white and I believe the gray face also has these red highlights. The day indicator can be either English or Spanish. So Monday, and if I hit it here, it'll go to Lunes. And the same here, where it says Sunday, it'll go to Domingo, I believe. So anyway, so you can see it. It works there. I haven't worn either of these recently, and I just shook this one up, so you can see they're kind of moving now. But I've noticed that you really kind of have to give them a good spin for a couple minutes to get them to get enough of a whine to kind of run smoothly. They do keep pretty good time. I've noticed maybe they become about a minute off or a minute or two a day, but pretty minimal and pretty standard for Orients. These, I believe these were issued in about 2007 to 2009. Like I said, I've seen these go on the secondhand market for over $300 now, so it's they're pretty amazing. But I think they are a really fantastic watch, and they've kind of stood the test of time. A couple of quick things I will show you here or point out is that they're actually pretty small. So the case from the diameter of the case, not including the crown, is 43.5 millimeters across. So these are actually probably smaller than a watch, the typical watch I would wear, which I probably don't go much smaller than 45 millimeters. But these are such a good looking watch that I think, even though they're a little bit small, kind of compared to a lot of the typical watches that are sold today, they look pretty good, and they actually look a little larger than the 43 and a half that they actually measure at. And I think one of those reasons is because a lot of the straight lines don't give you a illusion of kind of the watch being molded together or narrower than it looks. And I would say a couple other things that I would point out here is that because of the titanium construction, I believe you can hear the weight move in the back when you move it. I don't know if you can hear that. This one I think is even a little louder. So it's one thing to consider when you're wearing this and you're in your office, no one will ever hear it. But sometimes when I'm in my own office, the door's closed and it's really quiet, I can actually hear the weight moving as I'm kind of moving my wrist, and it can be a little distracting, although that's pretty nitpicky. So anyway, these are the Orient Titanium slide rule watches, and I guess I should demonstrate the slide rule. But the knob here will rotate the bezel counterclockwise and obviously clockwise, so you can do your calculations if you're from a generation that used slide rules, which I am not, so I have absolutely no idea how they work. But I do think they look really, really cool. So anyway, these, I believe all the model numbers for these watches start with CEM, and I believe the the white ends in a BK, and the black ends in a B, and the gray ends in a different letter. But check them out if you can find them online. They are really definitely a cool watch, but be aggressive about getting them because they are a little hard to come across. Peter Von Panda with my Orient slide rule titanium watches. Out!